Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant soul, tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Merry Christmas. I'm so insufferable. How do you deal with me?
You're like a child actor once they get some popularity, they make a Christmas album. It's like
I'm like, hey guys, want to see a play?
It's a canon
win
event.
The Saints. Go marching in.
It's a canon event that you need a Christmas album.
Maggie, I will write original music. Don't get me started. You know this about me.
Brandon wrote our friend our friend who can sing like really well, but doesn't like want to record music that's not her own, I guess. He wrote her like a whole EP with lyrics and
in hindsight,
the absurdity of it
good
all.
thing she didn't record it.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, so you can take it back and record it yourself?
No, just there were some personal lyrics.
Oh,
you know?
Oh, yeah. Some life things have changed.
Some life things have changed. And honestly, looking back, probably not the best lyrics, but whatever, it's fine.
No, it was cool. He had the melody in his head and everything. Like when an artist gets a sample of a song and it's like somebody else's voice. That was Brandon was doing. He was like, something about Italy. There was a song called Italy.
Take me out to Italy. I want to know you're feeling me.
He wrote a whole album or a whole EP for her.
Period.
Amazing.
I'll write another one. But hey, y'all, welcome back to the Shade of It All. I'm Brandon.
I'm Magdala. Welcome back.
This is kind of a bittersweet episode because it's our last of 2024.
It is.
Which
it is
sad, but
yeah,
crazy. We made it through a calendar year.
We did.
It hasn't been like a full year yet.
I was about to say we didn't.
But we made it through 2024.
I was like, that's not true.
We made it through past the year. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go into a new year.
Yes.
We actually hit a milestone that we didn't celebrate because we hit 50 episodes.
Oh, yes.
So there's things to celebrate.
We still got to celebrate that. We're going to do something.
I was like, let's wait till we get to 100, but why not?
Period.
Take advantage of the opportunities to celebrate.
50s is a lot. We've been grinding, y'all. I mean, what really pushed it was Love Island.
Yo, maybe we could walk down memory lane and talk about our best moments, podcast moments from the year.
Oh, yes. That would be fun.
I think my favorite moment recording with you was when we were watching Love Island season 6. And Serena had her big soliloquy pissed at her man, and we reenacted it, and it was so funny. I was Cordell, Brandon was Serena, and we were reenacting it, and it was so funny.
You did it.
But I saw it differently.
All right.
We had a good time with that.
That one was good. Honestly, just our whole Love Island season 6 coverage in general was so much fun because as stressful as it was like fun.
No, it was so fun. It was stressful, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so many episodes.
Did you see they're having a Love Island All Stars?
I did. I think you sent me that, right?
I did.
Okay, I saw it. So maybe some
something.
people we like will be on it.
Hey, we'll see when the cast drops.
Leah's done.
Oh yeah.
I think Serena said no more as well.
Well, with All Stars, you have to be single.
Oh, so who's single? Hannah's canceled.
Oh yeah. I could see Kayla and Liv. Because they're doing like their blonde moments thing.
Mm-hmm. Kayla, Liv, and then Rob.
Probably.
Aaron, I think Aaron canceled himself.
Yeah, I think Aaron's done.
He's taken a long break, permanent maybe, from social media or from
reality TV.
Yeah, I think he needs
he didn't have the best experience. But
you have Daniela.
That's
you have
who
Andrea.
I genuinely think if she doesn't come on All Stars, I think Daniela will be on the new season. Because, they sometimes will bring back one or two people.
Yeah.
I think they'll bring her back.
Not Andrea, though?
No one likes Andrea.
But I feel like because she's controversial, it'd be like a better pick.
You know what?
Because Daniela was like sweet and fun and we like her.
I could see Daniela as a OG and then they bring Andrea as a bombshell again.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Because they brought, for one season we didn't watch, they brought Mackenzie as a bombshell.
Oh, from season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yo, what if they brought Nicole back?
And Kendall. Oh, God.
So Kendall is a little buddied up with Kayla right now. And honestly, they kind of look cute together.
He is, very much so. Mm-hmm. And I've seen him with Rob. He's been with everybody.
Yeah.
It seems. Or like most.
No, he
like
hangs out with a lot of people.
I never see him with like Leah and Miguel. And I don't think Serena.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. You're right.
It's always usually the single people. He lives
closer to Janae and
I think
Kenny.
he does too.
Because they're in Vegas or something.
Yeah, something like that.
The other girls are in California. Interesting.
I miss them all. I just saw.
It was so fun.
Daria did a crumble review with Serena and Leah.
Who's Daria?
Fun. Her sister, Leah's sister.
Oh, I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Who's that?
Did they hate it?
I like half paid attention because I was at work and people were trying to talk to me, but it was kind of playing still because I only had one headphone in and they were like, I don't know, but I could kind of hear. I don't know if they like the one I did hear. They didn't like. It was like an iced oatmeal or something.
Is it vegan? Can Leah eat it? Crumble cookie?
I think, is she just vegetarian or is she?
I thought
vegan?
she was like a vegan. Oh, maybe she's just a vegetarian.
Maybe she's vegan with some things, vegetarian with others.
Yeah.
Like probably still eats like dairy.
Look, all of us are keeping Crumble Cookie in business.
We are. And like they're both. Crumble Cookie's doing too much. We will be doing a cookie review at one point.
Yeah, we need to.
But they like have pies now and cakes.
No way.
Yeah, that like Thanksgiving week was just pies, like mini pies. And I was like, that's foul.
What kind?
Like pecan or like apple.
What?
Things like that. And now they'll do like 3 or 4 cookies and then like a tres leches cake, banana bread, some other.
Oh, they're trying to diversify.
Brookie. It's too much.
They're like, since you say our cookies taste like cake.
But y'all fucking lying when you review these things because they had like a lemon blackberry one and all of TikTok was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The best thing I've ever had. I tried that shit. It was so bad. I was like, how are people eating this? And I love lemon flavored, like blackberry flavored. I love that. It was trash. Terrible.
What made it trash?
I just remember, honestly, I don't even remember what it tastes like. It was that bad.
Wow.
It just wasn't good. I remember biting into it. I was like, it was almost like too sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not good.
It's hard to review cookies because we did a crumble cookie review before.
Yeah, like years ago. It's on my TikTok. B-Lord AF, like, BLORDAF. Thank you so much.
And it's like, it's just sugar. So what makes a cookie good?
And we got bad flavors that week.
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah. There was one I remember. There was like golden Oreo. And we were trying to split the mini Oreo.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, you guys can have it. And then both of you started bitching at me. And I was like, I was being nice. The fuck?
We're like, no, Maggie, we'll all have it. We did make it work, though.
We did.
But
we need to cook soon, Brandon.
We do.
We're going to try to make some like extra, do some things on the side in addition to the podcast. So we're thinking of like doing activities together.
Oh, yes.
One of them will be cooking.
Cooking, visiting places, a little more vlogging. We did just upload to TikTok, and I uploaded to YouTube earlier today. I forgot to tell you, but I just figured. The Mama V's, we tried the Gushers.
Brandon, I ate a bunch of them. Because I took the jar home. And when I tell you, I thought I like burnt a hole in my tongue. I mean, like, it's so acidic.
Yeah, it's like, it was almost like salty, like you said.
And like, I think because the sugar was so like thick, it cut my mouth. Like, it cut the roof of my mouth and my tongue.
It's like if you eat too much pineapple.
Yes.
Like,
Did you know that pineapple like is trying to like eat you while you eat it?
I mean, I believe it with how it makes my mouth feel. But
there's something about pineapple that's like trying to like disintegrate you while you eat it.
It's slowly trying to take over your body.
It is. But no, I was like, why did I eat so many? This is really bad.
It was pretty addicting because when we tried it, I couldn't stop eating it. So I was glad that you took it. Yeah. Because I would have eaten a lot too.
You had like 5 pieces. No, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. That was a funny video. Check that out, y'all.
Yeah, we tried Mama V's candy. We'll try some other stuff. Do some things. It'll be fun.
Yes. Expanding the brand and the content for 2025.
And the thing is, we already do a lot of stuff together.
That part.
So we might as well vlog it.
Yeah.
Like, we might as well just record.
Period.
I'm excited to cook because in the past, whenever I've cooked with Brandon, I do most of the work.
This is lies and fabrication. I think.
How am I? Oh, you don't remember? I remember doing a lot of heavy lifting, so it'll be interesting.
I feel as though I did something.
But you don't remember. So
but I know I did something.
You probably did a thing.
Well,
2, 3.
Because it was all
3 or 4 things.
We used to cook meals in college.
Yeah, we would.
I remember one time we made cashew chicken.
Yeah.
And I think it made you sick.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to. I went paleo for like a week and my body was like, my eyes were sensitive to light. Like, I was bugging. I don't know why. I like went to work with sunglasses on and one of my coworkers was like, uh-oh. And I'm like, no, I'm not drunk.
You're always trying some wild shit that like
fucks with my whole life.
Yes.
Thankfully, I had some sense to be like, this is not working.
That's true. I think everyone has a paleo phase. I remember I did once. In those like times back in the day where it's like you convince yourself you need to lose weight and eat healthier, and then when you look back at pictures, you're like,
I was doing
so healthy and look amazing.
I was doing fine.
I remember once I tried to do paleo or something, and I don't think it lasted very long. I think it just lasted a couple days. And then I think once I tried to go vegan.
Wow, Brandon.
And that lasted a day. I remember by the end of the day, we had went to this restaurant I love, and that has the best burgers with my family. And I didn't get it. I just got like a salad. And I was so hungry at night. My mom was like, do you want a grilled cheese? I was like, yeah, I
do. Now I'm feeling bad for you.
She did.
Your mom is so sweet.
She is.
Yeah. I mean, for those who can... Look, I think if you're going to adopt these lifestyles, you need to do a lot of research to figure out what you can do.
Yes.
What you can eat. And then honestly, like, even if you had a meal program or something that already gave you meals so you can like start out having ideas and stuff, because it's a lot to get into.
It is. And also everyone's so different. And like your body reacts differently to things. Yeah. That it's kind of just like, just because something works for some people doesn't mean it'll work for others.
Yeah.
I do also think I got this book where it was like, eat for your blood type. Because someone on some podcast was saying like, eating for your blood type is the best way. When they started to, they like felt better.
Yeah.
Or something. So I think that's something to consider. I don't know. I think for mine, I'm supposed to eat steak, but I prefer chicken.
What's your blood type?
I think it's O something.
Not you think.
Well, okay. Like I like saw it once when I donated blood, and I think it was O positive. but
Oh,
it
okay.
could have been O negative. I don't remember, but I know it's O. I know it's not
Okay.
A or like AB or whatever.
Okay, one of those.
One of those.
There's only two. So.
Take your pick. But yeah, I don't know. I'm
I've never
also
heard of
like,
that.
yeah, it's there was a book I got. I don't know if I still have it. I also think too, honestly, just listen to your body.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that we really complicate eating well, being healthy. Like, I think we make it a thing. Like, I started doing Factor recently because, like, I was just taking forever to meal prep and it was really annoying and I was just stressed out. And so I started doing it. I feel like the cost is basically what I would spend on groceries. And I look at the Factor meals and they're like good meals and they're simple.
Yeah.
It'll be like some cauliflower rice, chicken, and mushrooms with a side of green beans. Like, easy, you know? And I've started to kind of make a mental, like, I've started actually taking pictures of the meals so that when I'm not doing it anymore, I have ideas of quick things. And then some of them have pasta in it, but it's like a serving of pasta.
Yeah.
So it's not too much. I don't feel like gross after I eat it. It's been fine. But I do think that we like do too much when it comes to food.
Yeah. And especially, and we've talked about this many times with our like working out, interacting with
Yeah.
people who like
Oh gosh,
have
they're
their
all top.
ways with like the counting stuff and the apps. And which, I mean, if you do that, you do that and
Yeah.
that works. But I will say like working out more has helped me personally. Like, I feel like I can eat whatever and I feel fine. Because my whole
Yeah.
thing is if I feel fine, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because there could be some factors, like I've been insecure about like my lower stomach and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I'm kind of just like, I could maybe grind and try to eat healthier, but I feel good.
Yeah.
So like, it's fine and it's getting better and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just gotta love yourself. You
Yeah.
know? Hey.
No, I really think that we overcomplicate a lot of things that aren't that deep. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's just the human experience.
It is.
But yes. So talk about Love Island. Went on our food tangents. Should we talk about James Kennedy?
DJ James Kennedy.
He
Poor bloke.
not poor bloke. Fuck the bloke.
DJ James Kennedy showed his ass. My guy
He
crashed
did.
out. Have you heard like bits and pieces of what happened that day? Because I have too, and maybe we can like piece together an idea of what was going on.
Kind of. So essentially, if y'all haven't heard, James Kennedy was arrested for trigger warning and domestic violence. And I guess maybe we found out a day or two after. I don't know. I feel like it's always delayed when we find out because I think
Oh yeah, because
But-
we were here on. I think it happened last Saturday or something, and I was here Wednesday, and I was like, James was
Yeah.
arrested.
yes, but it was the day. It was Thursday because it was the day after we recorded. Because we recorded and we talked about season 8 and we talked about how James
It was like terrible.
and then
The
that
next
happened
day.
the very next day. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess a neighbor had saw something go down with him, and we're assuming Allie.
Yeah.
It said just a woman in the I think report or something, but she has like spoken out like through Insta stories, so it seems
Yeah.
like it is her.
Yeah.
But essentially, they called the cops because they saw something go down, and then James was arrested. And at first, I think it was unclear exactly what happened, but no one was really surprised because anyone who's kind of like heard things online or
Yeah.
paid attention even to the show,
Yeah,
like we
he's
were
got a
talking about
temper.
last week,
Right.
it's kind of like, but
Because they were at Kathy Hilton's Christmas
Yes.
party, and I'm assuming he's not sober anymore. People who saw him there said that he was very drunk.
yeah, it seems like.
And then I saw a video today. I don't know who these people are, but a girl who was at the party said she bumped into James because Kathy was, Allie was doing a reading for Kathy at the party.
Okay.
She was having like a moment, you know, and I guess people were like, I guess that was part of like the activities for
Yeah.
the evening. And James walked up to them and was like, well, it's okay because like I've got shows booked and I've got so it like seemed like a little bit of jealousy going on.
Yeah.
So that was like his attitude. And then I guess he came back later and said the same thing. So seems like James was drunk and also kind of in his feelings because Allie is getting attention.
Yeah, and has kind
Allegedly.
of her own thing outside of Vanderpump.
Yeah, and so they were drinking a lot, very heavily, and we know James when he gets, well, actually, you know better than me, but I feel like when he gets drunk, it's even worse.
Yeah, it definitely gets a lot worse. Although he's quick to flip, even not drinking, but the drinking doesn't help.
Yeah.
But I've kind of heard the same things. It seems like, I think I saw a clip of Nick Vile saying something like he was like rude to his friend or James's friend. I think I heard on So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey, this girl who I think was there from Access Hollywood, maybe one of those reporting places. She had said he had kind of been rude to her at the party, or like just seemed kind of rude, like, or maybe it was a different interview. He like skipped out on her and was rude. I don't know, something like that.
He was having a very bad day.
Yes. But so it seems like it just escalated from there.
Yeah, that evening.
Yeah.
Or morning. Who knows how late they were out.
Right. And it seems like we didn't know at first, but then the police report was made public.
Yeah.
And what was reported was they said that he like grabbed her and then threw her to the ground.
Which is crazy.
So that's wild.
Yes.
So yeah, basically James is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And fuck him.
And Kristen, justice for Kristen, because she told us without telling us.
Yes.
I mean, Raquel basically told us too.
Yeah.
She said it was only ever verbal though, never physical.
Yeah, but then there also was this one, remember her like when she filed the lawsuit against Tom and Ariana, and then there was a lot of stuff in the court documents or whatever, the filing, like that had nothing to do with anything.
Oh yeah, just detailing like her history on Vanderpump and her history with like everybody.
And she mentioned something about James being physical with the dog.
Oh right, she said he kicked the dog.
Yeah, and then people, I remember the internet kind of didn't believe it because they were like, it seems like Hippie, their dog, still liked James, and when they like reunited, it was like, oh, that's someone that like is a good owner, but I don't know. It's not. People are quick to call Raquel a liar, but I think arguably, like with what we said last episode, he was awful to her.
Yep.
He was awful to Kristen. I remember season 3, they show Kristen punched James at Sheena's wedding, her first wedding with Mike Shea. But I think either she said it, she might have said it on something. Maybe it was in her book, or I don't know. Maybe she alluded to it. I guess he like pushed her before that.
Oh, and
then was like following her and then was editing it out. And I remember thinking there was like a weird, like there was something, I don't know, something just off with what they showed, but it was kind of like, I don't know. So that makes more sense to me now.
Not even production hating Kristen. Poor Kristen.
I know, right? And that's also fucked
Kristen.
up. It's crazy to think about the show too, though, because they always said about James, the cast, whenever they insulted, they were like, you should be in jail, or you're awful, and like things you've done. And I remember like viewers, because I think even at that time, maybe Kristen hadn't come forward yet. I don't know exactly. It's been like years.
Yeah.
But a lot of the viewers liked James and were on his side because he was like entertaining.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I guess they didn't know. I don't know. And so, and even Tom Sandoval would defend him. And like Ariana was like, it wouldn't really defend him like Sandoval did, especially because Sandoval would like yell at people over him. Ariana was just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think she even got to a point where she wasn't even fucking with James.
Damn.
Because I think it was when all the girls kind of became friends. So I wonder if Kristen had let her in on some things.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh shit. Because season 7, he calls Katie fat at Pride. And so Katie takes this stand and basically gives Lisa like an ultimatum. of like, I'm not going to work here. James is working here. So then they're not filming with James, really. He's filming his own stuff. He's not working at the restaurant. I wonder if the underlying thing was like the Kristen thing.
Yeah.
And that's why it just seems like it's kind of viewing things through a different lens now.
Right.
Like, oh shit, this was like a bigger picture. And that must have been crazy to know this.
Yeah.
But maybe say it, but production's clearly protecting him.
Damn.
The show's protecting him.
Damn.
And like throwing y'all to the wolves and letting y'all get vilified because they're not showing the full story. So y'all just look petty when it's not petty.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just it's messed up.
That's interesting because when we watched the season 10 reunion, is that when Scandival dropped?
Yes.
There were a couple things that they wanted to address with James that they didn't have time for, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
And James was very much like, no, we don't need to focus on that. We don't need it.
I was young.
Yeah, like excusing his behavior and things like that. And I wonder if that also doesn't help. Like, you're Tom Sandoval does all this stuff, and so now you don't have to be held accountable, but your energy is already like, oh, it was whatever. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like to skirt it away.
And people weren't trying to hear anything else because of Scandival.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot. So this is crazy.
It really is. Like, honestly, I feel really bad for Allie. So I saw that Allie moved. He was helping Allie move. Mm-hmm. And I guess people have said she's like staying local, but is living on her own right now.
Yeah.
In an Airbnb or something. And then he did lose a couple of shows.
Yeah. But then I saw he went to one at least.
He went and performed somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. So like, yeah, James needs help. And I don't think that anybody has really put his feet to the fire to like actually get serious help. Like, I think that he kind of jumped into his relationship with Allie kind of fast.
Yeah. It was very quick after Rachel.
And it was even like, oh, Allie doesn't drink because I'm not drinking. And it's like, like
there was always something underlying.
They're helping each other, but like he needs more help, like, not that your partner can't be supportive, but it was like clear that he had issues to work through and they were trying to like do it on their own. And I think it's obvious now that it was obvious before that he needs serious professional help. And I don't think, unfortunately, sometimes it takes your lowest moments to make you really wake up and be like, yo, this is not okay. I can't be putting my hands on people. I can't be talking to people like this. I can't just be saying whatever I want.
Yeah, we'll see if he does, because I remember when this happened, it like was reported by, maybe it was TMZ, that like his team was trying to investigate because there was a misunderstanding or something. But then I think that's when the police report, people got that and saw what happened, and then he did like the Insta story where it's just like, I'm gonna try to change and be better, and like the basic fucking shit. And it's like, okay, you've been saying that since like season 4.
Yeah.
Like, and you're just getting worse.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Violence is not okay. And no one should be putting their hands on anyone. No one should be speaking to anyone disrespectfully. So I hope James gets the help he needs. And I hope Allie can find peace and maybe move on, because dude needs a lot of help. Like, I don't think you should be waiting for him. Like, let him get some help.
No, Allie, you're
maybe in a couple years if your paths cross again.
Right, you got your whole life ahead of you, Allie. Yeah. I wish you nothing but peace and safety. So please get away from him.
Did you also hear that Sandoval's single now?
Wait, he's not.
Wait, they got back together?
Did you see her message the next day?
No. Okay. So, I'll tell you what I saw. That's so fucking annoying. Okay, so Sandoval's girlfriend posted on Instagram and was basically like, I should have listened. I'm sorry for not, like apologizing. Like, I'm sorry for not listening. And he really does like best friends. And that was it. It was like a really cryptic thing, but it seemed like they broke up and maybe something happened with one of her best friends. Then Sandoval went on live for like a couple minutes. He is like smoking and saying nothing. Like, really, like, didn't say a word. He's like, the thing is about this thing that's happening is, and he really said nothing. So I thought they broke up. So what'd you see?
So I saw the first story by Victoria, and then I saw a clip of his live where I think he said something towards the end where it was like, she made a mistake or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that part.
And it was just like, I didn't even watch it. I think they quoted it on like Queens of Bravo or something. Because I was like, I'm not watching a Sandoval clip. And then she posted on her story the next day, I am so sorry. It was a misunderstanding, like some long shit. And I was just like, what happened? Obviously something happened.
Yeah.
But also, like, I kind of don't care. Get away from me.
No, for real.
I'm like, we don't need this.
I wouldn't be surprised if something happened and he, like, is doing his thing and is making the situation seem better so that she's, like, okay and they can move on, and he's just being manipulative, I wonder.
Yeah. Some people were probably thinking, too, like, oh, they're just trying to get, like, some attention on them since they have nothing going on right now. And I'm like, maybe
well,
so.
Ironically, since Vanderpump Rules has been canceled, a lot of things are happening that are low-key worth talking about.
are spiraling.
Yeah.
But you know what? That is truly, Vanderpump Rules, if you've watched, and I think I've mentioned, it's a show rooted in misogyny.
Yep.
Where the men are protected. And now Scandival really flipped everything on its head. The men are no longer being protected. They're being exposed. And the women are thriving.
Yes.
Ariana was just on the Macy Thanksgiving parade float.
Yeah.
She's over here like doing stuff. Like she had her DSW collection. She filmed a show. She's doing crazy. Katie has her podcast.
Yep.
Lala had a baby. Good for Lala.
Yeah.
Sheena. And they're also going to be on the Valley. So there's that.
Yeah.
What else was there? Kristen's pregnant and engaged.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Really good things for the women.
Amazing,
They're all
life-changing
like moving
things.
forward,
Yes.
I just think it's a little bizarre going back to Sandoval that she would out him like that, like immediately go to the internet, and then they both be like, "Oh no, it's okay." Like that
Right.
doesn't bother you that she.
Yeah.
What kind of standards do you guys have for each other?
They seem pretty toxic.
Yeah, because
So because there was that one live months ago where it was like 4 a.m. and they were like by a fire and she had on a blonde wig and they were like, and I was like, this is
they were on drugs.
this is something alleged.
What were they? Yeah, I was about no, I don't know, but I'm like, that sounds like they weren't all there and they're like, let's make a video.
Yeah, and he's like, where's this blonde wig? You remind me of no one.
Interesting.
But also speaking of Sandoval, the Traitor season 3 trailer just dropped. It looks pretty good. They don't show, I feel like they don't show much because it's kind of like they didn't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like little excerpts of some people, or actually had little excerpts of everyone except for I think Robin.
So many people are trolling and being like, I don't care that she's there. Like,
Right.
she's not going to be adding anything.
But Sandoval, he's on it, as we know, and he had one part where he was like, this is great. People are finally taking me serious. And it's like, I wonder if they actually are.
Right. I bet that was the day he got out.
Probably. And they're probably cut to them. They're like, I think he's the biggest idiot and I can't wait to get him out.
I hope he gets out like early on.
I think he doesn't last long.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
Yeah, which fine by me. But the trailer did look good. A lot of interesting characters. A lot of people from like Survivor.
Yeah.
And
Sandoval's not, in terms of player equity, good, bad, when you're up against people who actually play games.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just a liar for shits and gigs because you're a maniac and you're scary. It's not going to be this, you're not going to be able to contend with them, you know?
No. And I'm also worried because, to do a slight pivot, but not really, Sierra from Summer House is going to be on it. And she had said at the Bravo Fan Fest in Miami that the gamers are crazy. like, or
Oh
something.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah,
I believe it.
so that made me think, I'm like, I wonder if she got far or maybe someone was tricking her. But I have a feeling a gamer won, which makes sense. They
Yeah.
usually do. It's a
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah.
but yeah, but it all comes full circle. The Summer House trailer just dropped, which Sierra is on
yeah.
season 9. It looks amazing. Maggie's never watched, but I'm pushing her to watch
No, I
because I
think
think
we're
she'll
gonna
like
cover
it.
it. I think I would like it.
It looks really good, but Schwartz made an appearance at the end of it,
Oh.
which I knew he visited,
Yeah.
but I thought he just went to an event, but it looks like he was actually at the house for like a weekend.
Interesting.
Like he was like talking to Sierra and Amanda and Paige who were on the show in the bed, and he was like, "You guys need to appreciate the family you have right now because I don't have one right now," and like talking about Vanderpump Rules, and Amanda just laughs at him and goes, "You're so dramatic."
The proper response for a Tom.
Right.
That's funny that he would even say that,
I know.
because the show was, I mean, your family's divided. I mean, not from, it seemed like it was only Katie and Ariana who were on the out. So what are you talking about? You don't have a family.
I mean that part, but I
Whatever.
don't know. But he was always the one at the reunions to be like, "We're family," or like, "I love you all." And it's like, no.
I think I saw a clip. So I've been on TikTok way too much. I saw a clip of Lala on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy is asking her to check up, like, oh, when's the last time you talked to this person? When's the last time you talked to this person? When it came to Sandoval, she was like, oh, we don't really talk. And I'm like, you defended this man and did all that nonsense for someone who's not even your friend.
Also,
And then Ariana is like, okay, maybe you guys aren't that close, but I would say you're closer to Sandoval.
at least you're more of her friend than his.
Yeah.
But that also speaks. Lala's such a hypocrite because she was on Sheena's podcast being like, I didn't even want to come back to Vanderpump Rules season 11. I knew it was going to be the last one. She was saying some shit like that. And I'm like, but your whole thing of turning on Ariana and trying to be friends with Sandoval was because of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you knew it was going to be the end, or if you didn't want to come back, then why are you doing all this?
Pick a storyline, girl.
Pick a lane
one.
and
Pick
drive in
one.
it. Like, I can't.
No,
But-
it seems like none of them. I mean, maybe they were never friends this whole time. I believe some people are friends.
Yeah, it's hard with like what's her name, Lala, because she kind of came later. Like she came like season 4, and it always kind of felt like she wasn't that connected to the group.
Yeah.
So it kind of explains why she kind of like floats around and does
But
whatever.
from 4 to 11, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why nobody's why she's not talking to anyone. You burned a bridge with Ariana. You burned a bridge with Katie. I think you're cool with Sheena.
Yeah.
And then with the Toms, I don't think you really cared for them that much. So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's interesting.
Very.
But people in the comments were like, "What do you mean you don't talk to Tom? You were defending Tom."
What was the point of this past season?
Exactly. Why did you do what you did?
Oh, Lala.
Oh, Lala.
But with that, should we get into the shade of the week?
Let's do it.
Our segment.
I have such a good story. So, shady moment of the week is us recapping a shady moment that happened this week, in the past. It could be anything. Us being shady to somebody being shady to us. And I remembered a really funny story because what's the trend called with the Muppet guy? I don't know the name of it.
Muppet.
Yeah, the Muppet trend where you're telling a story on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
The Orange Muppet.
Yeah. I know. And then you like play, I hear the
Yeah, you put a song
voice,
behind
and then
it
you put
and
the story.
you just tell a story. And I was like, I actually kind of have a good one. So this was a while ago. I was in school and it was like getting close to the end of the year and we had a bunch of like final papers due. And so I'm working on a paper and I'm really tired and I'm like, I don't want to finish this. And I look and I remember my teacher saying like, it's due before class. But in Canvas, it said midnight. And I was like, oh, I'm good. I don't have to finish this right now.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. I don't have to finish this. So I decide to like do it later or whatever. And then the next day I go to class and she's like, Magdala, where's your paper? And I was like, oh, well, Canvas says midnight. And she's like, no, it's due now. And I'm like, oh. And it was one of those classes where like the more it's late, you lose points already. Like your grade is already decreasing before it's even graded. And so I start to panic. Mind you, I'm in grad school. I'm sleep deprived. I'm not all together there. I'm probably having a bad week already. So I go out into the foyer and they have like a computer lab kind of set up. There's like 10 computers there. And so I'm like, I usually save my stuff on like OneDrive so that I can access it and like edit it. And I'm like, fuck, let me just like finish up what I have real quick. I'll just say I need to go to the bathroom. I'll finish up my paper real quick and we'll be good. So I go to one computer and I try to turn it on and it's like not loading properly and it's taking a long time. And I'm like, okay, let me try the next one. So I try another one and it's also like being weird. And so I try a third and I start to panic and I'm like, fuck, I don't have my laptop with me. Like the paper is due right now. I've been at a class for like more than 5 minutes. Like I need a computer to work right now. I turn all the computers on. Oh. I am like signed in to every single computer in the lab. I am like my and they're all just spinning, but I'm signed into all of them, just standing there waiting. And then I think I just start panicking. I'm standing next to them. And like one of the ladies who works in the office comes out and she's like, what's the matter? And I'm like, the computers aren't working. She's like, yeah, the network is down or whatever. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, did you turn all of the computers on? And I was like, yeah.
Maybe.
And the way I was like instantly embarrassed, like, bro, I'm acting so crazy right now because I went through and turned on like 10 computers, just like signed in. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go back to class. And I think she just like turned them off. She's like,
let me turn these off. She's using all the fucking power source.
But I was crashing out and I was like, whatever. I think I ended up just turning it in the next day. It wasn't that deep. After the first computer didn't work, I should have just told myself like, okay, I'm good. But I was spiraling.
Oh, Maggie. So would you say you were shady to yourself? Or was the computer lab lady shady to you?
Definitely myself. I tend to like make a bad situation worse. Because it's like, obviously it's not meant to be. The paper is already late. Just, you know? But I'm like, no, I have to find a solution. One of these computers is going to work. And I remember like just sitting in front of them being like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, why won't it turn on? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like panicking in front of each of these computers. And they're also like spread out across this like foyer. It's not like I gotta like walk.
You're like,
to
I
each.
had to run to each.
So I really made this lady like do a lot of work to turn them all off.
You know, I would have probably tried. I would have tried maybe 2 or 3.
Not 10 or 12.
But, you know, it's called being, you know, that's hardworking. You were making sure you were doing your due diligence and making sure. Yeah, I can be like that sometimes too, where you're like, let me just do this small thing that doesn't really matter. And then you make everything worse. And it's just like, then you drop all the dishes. Oh, crap. That's funny.
What's yours?
Well, I was trying to think because I was like, did anything shady happen this week? And I came to the conclusion that there was a mistakenly shady moment that occurred.
Yeah?
Because so I had part 1 of my year-end review at work with my boss. It was kind of a quick one where she was just letting us know like our percentage increase, because you get a percentage increase based off like ratings and like stuff like that. And we'll soon get like a profit sharing one. But also if you get promoted or anything like that, and we had kind of talked about me wanting to get promoted. And, you know, she had told me at this time, I want to get you promoted soon, but now that you're taking on more tasks, we have more ownership, I want you to do that for a little bit before, but I want to make sure early next year you're like getting it. And I'm like, bet, makes sense. Cause like with my job currently, I work for like this beauty brand and there's like different brands within it. And on my team, I didn't have any specific brands, whereas other people did. Yeah. So it's kind of like on the back end doing like consolidated work. So I wasn't really in a position where I could like take ownership of something. So it makes sense. There could be a deeper discussion on like I could have created ownership opportunities and I just didn't because I hate my job and my career. But We won't go there yet. But I did ask my boss. I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? She's like, no, not at all. I think you just need to do this. And I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
But we were talking about the percentage increase. And she had said what it was. And she was like, oh, it's like a little lower this year because like it's supposed to be standard or like industry corporate standard or whatever. And I'm like, oh, because I remember last year was higher. I was like, oh, was last year, like, was that like the highest? Like, what was it that I had gotten? She was like, well, I don't know if you got the highest, but you got what you got. Or something.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it wasn't the highest. It's what you got. And I was like, oh. And the only reason, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's so shady.
And then I was like, because I got good ratings last year, but then I was like kind of thinking about it. I was just like, damn, did I not get like a good like fuck? I thought I got, if not the highest, the second highest. It's not a big percentage, mind you. It's just like basically grade of 1 to 5 like ratings at the end of the year. So I was just like, damn, okay, I guess like fuck. I'm like. They're barely giving us more money. I'm not promoted yet. Should I even be doing this? I hate everything. I'm like, damn, it's my boss shading me. But then when I was thinking about it, I think I was thinking about it in the shower later that night. And I was like, I do remember, I don't think I got the highest rating last time because my boss was saying that they weren't allowed to give like the highest ratings because they wanted them to give like, not show perfect, but show
you
like
can't be perfect, technically.
Wiggle room. And they're trying to push more people to get lower ratings.
Yeah.
So I think I had got like, just below. It's still like really good, like maybe like exceptional instead of extra exceptional. I don't know, something like that. So I was just like, oh, that's probably what she meant. But I was like,
did she say this in front of your face?
Over Teams.
When she said you got what you got, what did you? What did
she said. What did she say? She said something like, "Well, I don't know if it was the highest, but it's what you got," like something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh.
Okay.
It was just the way it was said was kind of like matter of fact, and I was just like, oh damn.
People really need to work on their delivery sometimes.
A little bit. I was like, okay, I wasn't saying it like that.
I mean,
but
it's
damn.
direct. I mean, it wasn't necessarily mean, but like, damn.
But like, all right.
Okay.
But then, you know, I thought she
not the highest. Calm down, Brandon. It's not the highest, Brandon.
Relax a little bit.
It wasn't the highest.
You're good, but you're not great.
Just so you know, you didn't get the highest. You got something. You got a score.
You got a score. But so maybe it was a little shady, but I do think it was more mistakenly shady because I remembered that and I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't. But,
no, sometimes I think of things people say to me after the fact and I'm like, wait a minute.
Did they just?
That was kind of, that hurt me in a way, but I didn't think about it at the time. But now
what
that
did
I
they mean by that?
replay it,
I don't know.
seems a little shady.
Seems like there's an ounce of shade, but
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. But yeah, so I would say that's my shady moment of the week. I could get into my holiday work party I had today, but I won't.
Brandon, I actually remembered a moment. So last week, we did our shady moments, and Brandon remembered a time that I was really shady towards him. And I was like, oh my gosh, Brandon has never been like that towards me. And then I remembered.
I was like, I probably have.
But like, not that I like ever, no, not that I ever would. Because, so what you told me was, I said something, so I told Brandon that he had a girl car after he transitioned from a Jeep to a hatchback or to a sedan.
Yes, it was a coupe.
A coupe? What's a coupe?
It was like 2 doors. So I don't know if that's considered a sedan or not.
Your car had 2 doors?
I got it purposely because I didn't want to drive people places.
Oh, I don't have room.
I don't have any room. I'm so sorry.
That's so funny. You could just say no.
I could, but then I would feel bad.
Not you changing your whole car.
I know, right?
But and you were saying that like you would think about it later, like, damn, is my car a girl car? So I actually remember, Brandon, I don't know if I pissed you off. I think I did. But on your birthday, you were relentlessly making fun of me like all day. And we were together like all day. So like from jump, dude is like coming at my neck. So the way that Brandon teases people, you know, I might say like, oh, such and such a thing, and he'll be like, 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 oh my gosh, it's so hot today. Of course it is, Maggie. You always say it's hot. You're always complaining about the weather. Like, it could just be something as simple as that.
Always complain.
So that's what I mean when I say he was making fun of me. But it was like frequent, more, and we spent almost the whole day together, like 9 to 9, I want to say. Not through, towards the end of the day, it was fine. But after a while, I was like, damn, did I do something
You
to
know
Brandon?
what's funny about this? There was a moment, I think when we were driving back home, because we had went to go zip lining.
To you.
Well, I think even before, did you say something? What did you say?
So,
because I remember I felt it maybe right before you said something. I was like, why am I being so mean to Maggie?
So we were on our way back, and I'm driving in the pouring rain, and I'm pissed because we've spent this whole day out and we didn't accomplish anything. And Brandon said something to me, and I was like, can you just give me can you give me 10 minutes? I was like, Brandon, can I just have 10 minutes?
Oh, you know what
Can
it
you
was,
leave me alone for
too?
10 minutes? I think I said something like that.
I think because... and I'll stand by this. We were talking about Potomac. And I was just like, oh, and the one girl who got in a fight. And it was on TMZ.
Remember.
And Maggie was like, I never saw that. And I was like, yes, you did see that. We talked about it and we've showed you it. And you were like, no, you didn't. I don't remember. I was like, no, you didn't. And I think Maggie was like, whatever, Brandon, I don't remember.
It's like, I don't remember. Why are you yelling at me? Oh my gosh. So did I do something? Or was it just a particular...
I don't think you did. I think I was just
irritated,
tired in the car too long. And then I was just like, I don't know.
I'm an easy target too.
No, you're not.
You don't think so? Well, yes, I am. Because we were with Astra. So when it's me and you don't do that. When it's just me and you don't do that. When there's when there's more folks, then it's like easy to pick on me, I think.
Probably. Because it was just like stuff about driving, right? I'm trying to remember. It was like little things.
It was a variety.
It was just so long. Yeah. I'm
remember.
sorry.
I don't remember anything. No. You don't have to apologize.
Did I really yell at you?
No, I don't think you were yelling. You were just like, Maggie, you saw it. And I was like, I don't remember seeing it.
I was like, damn, was that really on? Why was I yelling?
No, we were just going back and forth and I couldn't live. Like everything I did, Brandon would say something. I remember I kind of got like pissed. So when we got to the place for ziplining, you and Astra were looking at the store and I was like, let me just go outside for a minute. And then Astra comes out and she's like, oh, Maggie, there you are. And you're like, Brandon's like, you're always doing something like you're always doing something different. There's Maggie trying to be different. And that's why I'm laughing, because it's so absurd. Like, it's so absurd. But like, meanwhile, I'm like trying to take a mental health break because you're pissing me off. But it's also your birthday, so I can't say anything to you.
Damn. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Look.
It was your birthday. I couldn't tell you anything.
Why was I being so shady to Maggie on my birthday? I don't think you did anything.
Outside. She always has to sit in the sun.
Oh my god.
And I'm still like out of breath.
That is the funniest thing. I'm so sorry. I do remember being on one that day. See, sometimes when you tease and you're teasing too much, but for some reason you can't stop.
But now I give it back, so I don't care
You
anymore.
do.
We've gotten real comfortable with each other. I called Brandon a dumbass the other day. It's equal now.
Maggie will give it back and be brutal. I like to think mine's light shade. Maggie would be like, fuck you, Brandon, you're a dumbass. And I'm like, damn, what'd I do? But you know what? It's okay. I accept it. We have gotten so much closer.
We have.
Since being together and living together.
Yeah. Thanks to the shade of it all.
Yes. I love it.
I was telling my friend the other day, because I've been really down lately. And because my partner works 2 jobs now, so I don't see him. I don't get to spend as much time with him. And she was like, do you feel lonely? And I was like, no, because my friend lives next door and I can just walk over and hang out with him.
I love that.
Or like how the other night I just FaceTimed you and I was like, Brandon,
do you want to play Mario Party? I don't want to work anymore. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
No, this has been really good.
It has been.
I can't wait till Asher gets settled and then we can all hang out together.
Oh, yeah. I need to text her at some point and be like, hey, how's everything going along?
Yeah.
There's
a bunch of us. Brandon's brother might move in, right?
He got approved.
Look at us. Everybody's going to be here. Y'all need to move in too. This is the place to be.
So that should be fun.
I love puppies.
I know. I'm excited for that. And excited for my brother. It should be fine. You know, I plan to use him for dinner. So it'll work out.
Hey, did you cook? What are you eating tonight?
Great.
You're the younger brother, so you get to.
Right. Yeah, and then my neighbor I had grew up with, she lives here too. I'm trying to convince Gia and them to move in here. I don't know. We're trying to make this a community space.
Yeah.
With everyone.
Oh yeah, because she wants an apartment too. I haven't met your old neighbor, so we need to get together.
We do. I do eventually want to have a housewarming. But I'm kind of waiting till I get a little more settled and a little more things. Kind of want to get a rug.
The goal of the housewarming is to get more things.
This is true, but I don't trust people to buy things I like.
Unless you just make a Amazon wish list with specific items and dimensions and measurements.
But then I got to think about what I need.
True.
I don't know. TBD.
You're like, I'll get all the things I need and y'all can just see the place when it's done.
Y'all just bring me nice things. Bring me flowers, money, no money.
But with Christmas around the corner, I wanted to ask you. So let's do fondest Christmas memory and then maybe a way that Christmas was ruined.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what my fondest memory was, but a way that Christmas was ruined. My parents. So, like, you know, Santa is supposed to come and put the presents under the tree. So, typically, people will buy presents, wrap them, hide them somewhere in the house, and in the morning, the kids can have the magic of Christmas. Mm-hmm. We did not. I was there while they were purchasing all the items.
Oh, my God.
And I think at one point, we had to wrap our own gifts.
Oh.
I put them under the tree. I think I remember, like, because I think it was just like we couldn't open it until Christmas Day, so we knew what we got already and we just wrapped it for the like fun of unwrapping it on Christmas Day.
Why?
It's just what we did. I don't know if my parents had the ability to go shopping without us, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So that makes sense why we were there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they could have tried a little harder, but...
Yeah, like something could have happened.
So from early on, I was like, yeah, ain't no Santa because I see where the gifts come from.
Oh, damn.
I'm not stupid. So I never had the allure of like...
Santa Claus.
No. I like the thought of him.
In concept, great.
Magical, mystical character sounds cool. Because nothing was new under the tree, ever.
Oh, yeah. There wasn't anything extra.
That I saw that I didn't already see, you know?
Damn, Maggie, I'm so sorry.
Is that sad? I think it's fine.
As long as you're okay with it.
It's not that deep. But, like, it's like they always got the gifts right in front of our faces.
That's crazy. But
I'll think of a fond memory.
What? Okay, so my worst. Let me think of worst. I have one. Well, Santa Claus, I figured out he wasn't real because I noticed that he had the same handwriting as my mom. But I didn't say anything. And then a year later, I knew where they hid the gifts and I found them. And then I pretended that's how I found out. I don't know why I wasn't honest.
How old were you?
4th grade when I noticed the handwriting.
Yeah.
And I think maybe 5th when I was just like, oh no.
The presents are here.
They're all here and they say from Santa. But it's not Christmas. But that wasn't a bad memory though. Mm-hmm. I would say a bad one. I don't think I had any bad Christmases. I remember one time I had a sad Christmas.
Aww.
Well, we went to Colorado to visit Madison when she lived there and like her family, my other cousin. And that was kind of like our thing was like the trip, I guess, was like the gift. So when I got there, I only had like a gift or two to open.
Oh.
Which, fine, but what made it sad and made me, it was like I was watching all my cousins open all their gifts.
I feel like that's what was. They all have like 20 gifts in front of them.
Yeah, and they're rich, so they're getting good gifts. And like, I'm just there. I had opened like, I think someone got me pajamas. Which again, it's like champagne problems. But at the time, being younger, I was just like, they get all these gifts, and I'm just sitting here. I have nothing to open.
Oh, Brandon!
And they're just there.
How old were you?
I think it was in middle school.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. I was trying to think because we had went to Colorado twice, and I know one was in high school. It wasn't the second time. It was the first time. I think I was like in middle school. I was younger. So
were the gifts from your parents or from the family in Colorado?
I think it was the family in Colorado. Maybe one was from my parents. I don't know. Which I mean, it was nice getting the trip. It was just being in the situation.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Where you're watching people open these amazing
They're like
gifts.
flying drones and skirting on hoverboards, and you have pajamas in your hands.
At least I have this flannel.
Yeah, I remember one year my mom gave me a towel, and I was like, this is not a gift.
This is a necessity.
This is not a gift.
That is funny.
I remember I was obsessed with light brights. Do you remember those?
Yeah, those are fun.
Those were so fun, but after you punched through the paper, you couldn't see the original design anymore. You had to like remember. But I got I had original light bright cube. Like, I wrapped my own presents, but we got good shit.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have a fondest?
I think my fondest, honestly, this might seem simple, but like I loved just turning on ABC Family, now Freeform, and watching all the Christmas movies up until Christmas. Like,
that was good.
Like every day having a movie to watch and like getting excited for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Christmas movie is Elf.
I need to watch that because my friends tried to make me watch this weekend, and I just wasn't in a mood to watch Elf.
You weren't paying attention? Was it on?
Yeah, I was kind of paying attention.
It's so funny, Brandon.
The little bits
Elf.
I paid attention to were pretty funny. I mean, I wasn't really laughing, but I'm more of an internal laugher.
Yeah, I liked pretty much every movies except for the like clay ones where they tell the story with the clay
weird
people.
Ones, yeah.
The little drummer boy they did, like
I think
Jack
it did
Frost,
Rudolph once.
Yeah, those ones were a little like weird.
Yeah, those were
but
creepy.
I just liked I really loved like the Christmas movies make it feel like the holidays.
They do. And like just the feeling of Christmas, even though this year it does not feel like Christmas.
No.
Christmas is next week, and I'm like, it is?
Literally a week from today is Christmas.
That's crazy.
I need to get into the Christmas spirit.
I know, right? And get some hot cocoa or something. Maybe I'll order some.
I'm actually planning. Well, Obi had this. It was Obi's idea. He wants to take all of our cabinets and wrap them, like put a bow around them.
Oh.
And like some Christmas like colored.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't know what you call things that you wrap. Not string, but like
ribbons.
Ribbons. Thank you. And so we saw something on TikTok where you just like put one across, put one in the middle, and you do a little bow.
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, that would be fun. We don't even have a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
I don't think I need one. Last year we got a real one, and I loved the smell of it, and that made it like a lot of fun. Yeah. But I don't think we need one.
Feels more
time.
like Christmas at my mom's. She's decorated the inside.
What would you say is your fondest memory?
I would say I think one year I remember liking the most was when I got like this tent gift. It was like this tent with like this lantern, and like I got some teddy bear too. What was it was like a specific cartoon or something, like the brown teddy bear. Was it Theodore? I don't know. There was some teddy bear that was like a cartoon back in the day, and I got it and I loved it, and I got it all, and I remember being so happy.
That's cool.
And I was like, this is fun. This is so cool. I have a tent.
Yeah. Was it part of the story?
I don't think so. I think I just wanted a campsite.
Did you pitch it in your room?
I think.
That's so cute, Brandon.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like there's got to be pictures somewhere of me in it, so I got to find that.
Yeah.
But I remember that was a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. But Christmas in general is like, I usually really like.
Yeah. As an adult, it's not the same.
It's not. I don't like it.
I think we were very focused on presents and stuff. And as you're an adult, it's like, oh, so I have to buy things and do the stuff that other people used to do. You really got to get your... And I think, honestly, without kids, I think kids make Christmas fun. Because it's the, like, Santa, it's the, oh, what's going to happen?
It's
you know
like
what I mean?
the magic of it.
Yeah.
Like with that and all that. And
Yeah.
now it's just kind of like, we know. And now it's like, we want practical things.
Right.
Like money. So we can buy things.
Air fryers.
Vacuums.
Toasters.
Yes. Things
Coffee
like
machines that are repaired.
Right. A KitchenAid. Repair. Do you know they sent me an email?
What?
This Monday saying we've received your machine but have no update. And I'm like,
You knew that already.
that part. You're emailing me a week after you confirmed on phone.
That's crazy.
So they said give us 72 hours. So guess what 72 hours is?
Today.
Tomorrow, Thursday. And I will be calling at 3 p.m.
Yes.
And I will be mentioning the email that I received a week after it being confirmed already.
Wait, is that the email that you requested? Because I remember when you were talking to them, you asked them, can you send me an email with like the update?
I mean, I don't know because maybe that was like days later.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with the way they're moving, quite possibly.
That's
but she had
crazy.
mentioned getting like a tracking for when they send it back. But I
Yeah.
haven't gotten that yet. So I have a reminder set on my phone for 3 p.m. to call them.
Yeah.
I also got a call because I'm trying to get some artwork here, but I want to see if it's in stock at where I want to get it. So I got to call to make sure, see like how it looks. So next time y'all see this, there should be something. Hopefully you can see if we go higher.
I
I don't
hope
know.
for
We'll see.
Christmas, Brandon, you get your fixed coffee machine.
Thank you, Maggie.
You're
That's so kind.
I'm kind.
And I'm kind. And I hope for Christmas that you have a speedy recovery from your tooth.
Oh my gosh, yes. Tomorrow I'm having a life-changing procedure. They're taking out an old baby tooth that has been kind of like in the way. And they're going to make space for an implant. So I'm going under. No, I'm not.
I'm going under.
It was actually a lot. They're like, we could do anesthesia, but then you need a ride, and then we also need to reschedule because we'd have to.
And we also can't do it actually.
We'd have to reschedule for to find the availability of the anesthesiologist, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just take some laughing gas. It's
Right.
okay.
That's
And then just
crazy.
wait for it to wear off. I'm kind of excited about the laughing gas.
You're gonna be like one of the Mormon wives. So.
I wonder if I'll remember anything because it says that it just calms you. Because I would like to not remember anything.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing to my mouth? Please, I'm a big baby.
Get
oh my gosh,
away.
it's gonna hurt. And I'm so upset today because my boyfriend's at work. I'm gonna tell them I know I'm gonna tell them my whole
They're gonna
life.
be like, all right, Maggie. Anyways, we're just trying to take this one tooth out.
It's tomorrow, so
Wish Maggie luck.
thank you.
Have her in your prayers. You'll be in mine. I'll visit you tomorrow. I'll be like, Maggie, are you okay?
That would be lovely.
Oh yes.
I'll
I can
probably
bring
be.
you something.
No, I was telling Brandon, I don't have not near one soft thing to eat. I had a salad with some very hard croutons for dinner, so I need to
Can't be having that.
I need to make a soup or something and get some yogurt and
Yeah, you can
stuff.
stop at like Publix and get some stuff.
Yeah, I think tomorrow morning I need to stock up on like soft things.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
So I get a sherbet. I was like sherbet.
Oh, that's a good. I really don't like cold things, so I wonder if I'll want it.
I mean, you might get to the point where you're so hungry you will.
Yeah.
You're like, actually give me this.
I didn't think about how I'll be hungry because I can't eat a whole lot. Yeah, yeah, I need to figure that out.
You'll be okay, Maggie.
Because they said for 3.5 months I can't eat anything hard on this side
On
of my
that side,
mouth.
yeah. It'll probably get easier not to as time passes.
That just sounds like a lot of work to have to like move food to the other. I think I'll just avoid the foods I can't eat altogether.
Yeah.
It might be good for me.
I've
been working on some weight loss. So we'll see.
You'll get to a point where you'll be able to like maneuver through it.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wish you nothing but the best in luck.
Thank you.
Of course.
When we come back, we might be talking about Squid Games.
We might be. I gotta watch. Season 2 is coming out December 26th.
Yes.
And
the day after Christmas.
I haven't watched season 1. So I might try to watch season 1. We can talk about it. We can talk about 2.
Do you have any reservations?
I just don't know if I'll like it, but I'll watch it.
Do you like dramas that aren't funny?
Sometimes. I haven't in a while watched one. So I need to it just seemed creepy. It gave me a vibe.
No, it is creepy, yes. It is creepy. I mean, it's definitely creepy. But not in an interesting way. Not in a oh my gosh, I can't go to sleep way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a scenario that you would ever find yourself in.
Yeah. I mean,
it's complete fantasy in that respect. It's almost like Saw, how they wake up and they're like, I'm trapped in this place and I have to do what? You know?
Yeah. I'll give it a try. I will.
Okay,
and we can report back.
We'll see how Brandon feels. I want to actually watch an episode with you.
All right. Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it alone.
So you get scared easy?
No, it depends.
I'm so confused because we watched Scream and you were just sipping your coffee, enjoying the movie.
Different.
How?
It's funny. And it's more thriller.
Scream?
Yeah.
Is funny?
Yeah.
When?
Stu.
When they were acting dumb at the end?
Yeah, and even before there was funny moments. Gail Weathers is kind of funny.
Okay, you're right.
Deputy Julie. With his...
when he had his limp in the second movie?
Yeah, they tried to do some injury and it made no... It was wait, what?
It's I had a stroke and then my leg broke and then...
and then this. It's
what's wrong?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's not funny. At all.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's on the table.
Yeah. We'll see. We might watch Squid Games.
Yeah.
Why did I think I needed to repeat it? I said it wrong. I don't know.
And probably sometimes I do that too, where it's I'm saying a word and I'm I feel like that sounded wrong, and then when I listen back, it didn't sound wrong at all.
Or when you write something down and you're like, is that how it's written?
Oh, yeah.
Accommodations has 2 M's.
Yes.
And I was like, no.
But that does seem weird.
2 M's next to each other.
And 2 C's. ACCOMMODATIONS.
Yes. Accommodations.
Iridocyclitis.
But we're definitely gonna watch Summer House, so stay tuned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just had never watched before, so I didn't know, but I do feel like you'll like it.
I think I'll like it.
Yeah.
And
the traitors.
And who's a treacherous traitor? Oh, I love that guy. What's his name?
Alan Cummings.
Oh, he's so great.
Yeah. Oh, and Bob the drag queen's gonna be in the new season, and he looked funny.
Oh, I'm so excited. I don't even remember any of the cast. Who's from Big Brother or The Challenge or Survivor?
No Challenge.
Oh, that weird lady I was telling you about from Survivor. She's
blonde,
on it.
Carolyn.
Yes, Carolyn. Oh my gosh, she's batshit. I'm so excited. She's great for TV.
Vibe. But
She's
Danielle Reyes.
Oh, yes.
And then Brittany, who was on Reindeer Games. She was the funny blonde.
Okay.
So those should be good. The Challenge, I don't think there's anyone in the main cast, but I think West comes in at some point. Okay. I don't know if it's just to visit or to join midway.
Interesting. Yeah, some people did cameos because they had Dr. Will do something.
Yeah, and I think they showed Parvati and Kate make a cameo.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think they join. I think it's just probably for a challenge.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got a
lot of good things coming up in the new year, y'all. Stay tuned.
We do. It's exciting. But alas, I think that's it for today's episode.
Wrapping up 2024. We'll see y'all in 2025.
We will. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're not going to be making an episode next week because literally when we record it's Christmas. Yeah. And it's just we can take the week off. It's Christmas. No one's going to want to listen to a podcast. Or if you do, I don't know. But we need vacation, y'all. We've been working so hard. We have plenty of other episodes to listen to. But with that being said, thank y'all so much for listening. Make sure to rate and review our podcast. Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and leave a glowing review on Apple Podcasts. We love those. You can also on Spotify leave comments on episodes, so you should do that too. If you want to see our beautiful faces instead of just listening, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All Podcast. And we are on TikTok while it's still available at the Shade of It All Podcast. We'll see. We're trying to post more on Instagram. We post YouTube shorts. I'm sure there'll be some app that's coming out.
Yeah,
to
follow
replace.
us on Instagram in the meantime, just in case TikTok does disappear.
Shade of It All Pod. And then, I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much. Bye.
Bye.